Okay, I have a ProForm 995C treadmill, and today we're going to be replacing the belt. You can see my belt. I've already loosened it, but you can see I've got a little tear right here. Every time it comes to this point right here, it flips the belt over and it starts to slowly turn the belt completely inside out. So the first thing that we're going to do to replace this belt is we're going to unplug the power. Second thing we're going to do, you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. I've already done it, but you're going to take a screw out of there, right there, right there, and then there's two on each side, right here and right here, and then on the other side, right there, right there. Once you take those out, you can just pull this up, and it comes out. Set it off to the side. Next thing you want to do, pick a side and you want to lift up the treadmill. So it's lifted up so it stays with that bar right there. There's also 3 screws here. There's one here, here, here. There's also a screw that you take out right there. There's also a screw that you take out right there. I actually did it for both sides. I took it out on this side as well. Once you take those screws out, you can go ahead and just bring it back down. Should be pretty easy to bring down. Now, you don't have to do both sides. I think really what you want to do is the right side. Once you have taken those screws out, this just pops right up. So you set it off to the side. Now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to take out this screw right here. We're also going to take out that screw right there. We're also going to take out this screw, and I told you I've already loosened at the end these screws here. There's one here, and then of course down here is one. What we need to do is take this one completely out. So most likely, because both this one and this one need to be at the same level, I'm going to have to back both of them out so I know exactly how many turns when I put it back in. So I'm going to take this one out right now. Okay, I've turned my flashlight on just so you can see. I'm going to take this screw out right here. In order to do that, you can see underneath there's a bolt or a nut right there. So you're going to have to get some pliers, or in my case, I'm going to get an open-end wrench, put it there, and take it out. Okay, so I just took the bolts off of those spots I talked about. I'm going to now pull up the board and the front and the back roller and take off the belt. There's the old belt. Alright, so while everything's off before I put the new belt on, I'm going to go ahead and clean the board, the rollers. I'm going to clean everything before I put the new belt on. I'm just going to use a towel. It's sort of damp. I'm going to use this. Okay, so I'm sliding the new belt on. Just make sure that you have the roller, the board, and then the top roller inside the belt. Okay, as you're putting on the belt, this could get in your way, this guy right here. So just make sure that you get the belt in between it. All right, so before we start tightening up the belt, I need to lubricate the belt. This came with it. This is a lube that I guess comes with all kits. So I'm just gonna lift up the belt a little bit, and I'm gonna go in a zigzag pattern to lubricate, to go ahead and lubricate the belt. I'm gonna do both sides. Okay, you can see I put in the other screw for the tensioner right here. What I did make sure is that I backed out this tensioner screw to the same amount of depth. Originally, I didn't take off this whole plastic side. I decided to do it just so I can adjust the screw. You don't need to take off this other side, the left side. You only need to take off the right side. If you have to, just completely take the screw out, put it back in when you put this one in, and just make sure that you give it the same amount of turns. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the plastic back on for both sides, and then I'm going to tighten everything back down. I'm going to get all the plastic on, and then I'm going to tighten this up to where it's just snug, and then we're going to turn it on and start to adjust it. I'm going to plug it in. We're going to give it a try on low and just see how the belt does. So far so good. I'm going to increase the speed.
Poor Coco.
So it looks to me like it's doing fine. I'm just going to walk back and forth on it a few times to make sure all the lubricant goes all across the board, and then we're done. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you. If it did, please give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. Check out our other videos. Thanks.